going on YouTube? Is Coffee back at it, sitting here as a depressed Bills fan in off-season mode, man. It really, really stings this time, no question. It stings every time, but it just, I can't even talk about it, man. But I saw this the other day and wanted to, tap in with all the Bills fans and football fans out there and share this and get everyone's take on this, right? Bills receiver Amari Cooper was advised by doctors to end his season and undergo wrist surgery. But Buffalo GM Brandon Beane said Cooper chose to play through it. His production dipped in the later half of the season and playoffs, which now makes sense. And I got to stop right there and say, hell yeah, that makes major sense. I couldn't understand it. I remember going into the Broncos game, the first round of the playoffs. I was rocking my Bills-ish, as I do all season long, you know what I'm saying? And got to talking with one of the workers when I was cashing out. And, he was talking about just how good the Bills are. And, I was telling him, I really believe this is the year, but not just on some I believe stuff. Like, I had my reasons why and everything, And Cooper, he was like, yeah, I don't know. That was such a big trade, such a big move to bring in a receiver of his caliber, and you guys don't really use him. Like, the dude was a bit befuddled by it. And I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. It is kind of odd, but I thought that Brady, our offensive coordinator, was like specifically keeping things in the cut, because the playoffs are so important that he wasn't trying to expose certain strategies and stuff like that. But still, at the same time, it just didn't really make sense. The not just lack of production by Cooper, it just felt like sometimes you forgot he was even out there. It was just weird. I don't know. I didn't know what to make of it. So to hear this, it's like, yeah, man, wrist surgery, like, dude must have really been going through it. What can you do to play through it? Just get some injections, take some pain pills. Like, I don't know, the star receiver turns 31 before next season and enters free agency, where he'll still draw plenty of interest, potentially even from the Bills. So I definitely want to see Amari come back. We didn't even get to see him at his full health and capability, as we're hearing now, man. But that's the NFL. I mean, that's sports period, but like specifically the NFL players are like always playing through injuries or banged up. We really made it deep in the season this year compared to other seasons since the Super Bowl window has been open and still is open. I always got to keep pointing out when you got Josh Allen and this squad and everything, the window is open. We just been a player or two short multiple times from getting there. You know what I mean? But last year, man, banged up. Like, the injuries on defense, specifically defense, was crazy. They had to go get Lee off the couch, But we were relatively healthy this year. But I hope he comes back. Do you guys think he'll come back? What is your thoughts about this? Did you know something wasn't right? Did you think he possibly was hurt? Tap in and comment. Let's see what the people are saying in response to this. But man, yeah, I really hope we can get Cooper back. To be fair, wrist injuries don't stop you from getting open. True, right? But I don't know. Maybe it was that, like, was he just not out there a lot of the time? Or was he just not getting open? Someone comment. Should have just got the surgery. Didn't do anything notable in Buffalo anyways. Bro is 31. I remember when he got drafted. Fluck, I'm dying of old age. I'm 30. Hey, at Enforcer, that's the individual who left that comment. Listen, in another 10 years, you'll really feel old. I'll tell you that, man. Was this put in the weekly injury reports for the NFL and the gamblers who bet on the Bills? That is a good point. I remember there was some stuff in the past where the Bills, I think it was when RG3 was playing in Washington, you know what I mean, where there was a time the Bills got fined for hiding, not disclosing an injury on the injury report. And I think there was another team in the same week that did, and I think it was RG3 as well. But yeah, were the Bills hiding that? Could that be a finable offense? Or could the Bills be sanctioned in some way for that? Cooper, please stay at Buffalo. This was the beginning, not the end. I concur, man. Come back, Coop. Chiefs will sign him and make him a superstar. Get away from that second-rate organization. Hey, fuck you, Magic Fish. You bum ass. You're probably not even a real Chiefs fan, man. Can't stand fake ass fans. You know what I mean? Like America's team, all the Cowboys fans from their dynasty, all the Patriots fans that didn't know even 10 players on the team. You know what I mean? Should have stayed in Dallas. Shaking my head, man. Dallas is sorry. Fluck out of here. Makes sense why he kept dropping the fucking ball in Cleveland. Old receivers need to stop doing holdouts in the offseason. You're not Jamar Chase. Get that work in. He said it, but I think he meant in. Can you imagine a running back not practice in the offseason? He knew what his role was, wasn't expecting to be top receiver, was happy to be on a winning team. Said that was furthest he had been in a season. I hope he comes back and gets his full season with Josh. Absolutely, man. Like Coop, you gotta come back. Sad to see players with so much potential get dragged through the ringer their whole career by terrible programs, coaches, and teammates. I'll never forget watching him at Bama games. One of the most electric players I've seen play the game. We'll read these last comments here and then we'll close the video a while. Once again, hit the comments. Let's talk about it all. Hopefully Philly comes through, man, and gets this dub. Shout out to my homegirl, Donna, once again. She's a big Eagles fan. And, man, thoughts and prayers out to, if you guys didn't see, there was another crash in Philly. One just happened the other day in D.C. One just happened in Philly. It's absolutely bonkers, man. Bills need a wide receiver core, so I doubt they let him walk. Giants pair him with Neighbors and get Shador. Shador, like, word is Brady, as he was kind of took over a mentorship role with Shador, that he wants him to be the guy in Las Vegas with the Raiders. How will it work out on draft day? Does Brady have an ace up his sleeve to try to move up or down in the draft or whatever? I don't know, Come home, big dog. Raiders need you. Star receiver is a bit of a stretch, LOL. I wouldn't say that. He's a hell of a receiver, man. Came right in the league, like making an impact. Where was he with originally, right? Was it the Raiders, his first squad? This would be a good pickup to help out Zay. They're talking about at Ravens. This is a Ravens fan says. This would be a good pickup to help out Zay, cut Nelson, and possibly trade Rashad Bateman and get some help on defense and let Walker get something at wide receiver. Playing time at wide receiver. And this individual says, I'm a big Amari Cooper fan. Well, good for you. But there you have it, man. You hear these reports. Coop getting surgery in the offseason, was supposed to do it during the season, but wanted to play through it, man. Wanted to make this run at a Super Bowl, which we were right there, man. You got to make the plays. I've been saying this over and over since this game. You got to make the plays. You can't blame it on the refs, but that spot of that ball, that was some bullshit, plain and simple. Josh got the first. Both those ball judges or whatever, those two officials came running up, giving them the favorable spot, an accurate spot about the length of a football. And then someone else runs in and they move it back. And then the challenge to, there's no clear visual evidence. Like, come on, dude. He had the first, man. I got it short up on the channel. I'll try and link it below for y'all to check it out, with some better view of that, better angle footage. Josh gets it, It's not like he got it like crazy, but he definitely got it for sure, and you see it. And oh yeah, and that interception, that was a pick to me. Dude came down with the ball, our safety, and then once you come down and you're touched, like the play's over. But then the receiver starts grabbing at it and they go, oh, it's a tie, give it to the receiver. But whatever. Don't give us the pick. That spot was some bullish, plain and simple, man. But that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully the Eagles handle business. Will Cooper be back in Buffalo? Had you heard anything about this? And man, that injury stuff. I wonder if the Bills could be fine for this, unless maybe they were putting him on there with a wrist injury. Ought to be like partial participation or whatever. Like just because someone's playing and practicing doesn't mean that they're not on the injury report, which I do tend to check out. I just can't recall if I remember seeing Coop be on there. I think I might have, but that's gonna do it for this one. Sub up. Let's talk in the comments. It's coffee. It's going to be a long off season, y'all. Peace.